If Barcelona playing football was a woman, she will be called Sydney Sweeney. Perfect in everything. Everything is perfect about watching Flick ball. Flick literally changed Barcelona. Not only made us enjoy watching Barcelona, make the game fun, not like the same way we watch Xavi ball, Coman ball, Setién ball. It's been years since I watched Barcelona 90 minutes perform and being satisfied with what's happening and being satisfied with every player and the way they do good in football. We are not carried by one player anymore, but we are carried by the whole team. Chemistry between the players is what makes the difference. We are making a 75 years old Lewandowski, a TikToker, scoring a goal every game basically. Also, we should be grateful that we are taking care of the elderly. But I don't like the fact that we are using child labor as part of our progress and enjoyment of the game by playing Lamine Yamal 90 minutes every fucking game. That's the only thing I hate about Flick. But the rest, brother, this is perfect. We could have literally won against Osasuna tonight by minimum 10 goals. But we chose not. We chose to entertain the audience. When you see a player like Pedri, man, he'd be named man of the match. And I don't think that's enough for a player like him. That's not enough. Brother is turning this fucking La Liga into the project same way that King Von was doing it. He's literally teaching them how to play football again from the beginning, season 1, literally showing them how to be a real baller. Football, it shouldn't be played with numbers. Football, it should be played with the brain. You should sit down and watch Pedri perform to understand what I mean by that. Blood thought he cooked, but trust me, I cooked same way that Pedri cooks every game. The way he finds solutions, the way he can change the rhythm of the game. When the defense is struggling to get the ball out, just call for Pedri, he will do the job. Midfield is struggling to find the attackers, just call Pedri and he will do the job. And every fucking video I'm talking and praising him, and that's not enough for me. If it was up to me, I will literally do whatever the Pedri wants. Pause. I know, no Didi. I just meant as in like, okay, yeah, I shouldn't have said this shit. Shut the fuck up. It's just that I like Pedri a lot as a footballer. I'm grateful that we are having him in our team. Let's speak about Pedri's brother, little brother, Gavi. Look, I won't say that he performed good or great, but judging by his level lately after he came back from an injury, he did enough, okay? You want to tell me, oh my god, he did good. What do you mean enough? No, he did good. Nah, he did not good. Good for Gavi is a different thing. Do I say that he did good tonight? Good for his situation? Yes. Good for his name? Gavi? No. Okay, he did enough. So I'ma praise him for trying and actually doing enough, judging by him coming back from injury. Okay, we good. I judged him based off on a player, not as a Gavi. A Gavi is different guy. Gavi is actually one of the best players on that pitch when he's on his day. So me right now speak about the midfielders before the goalkeepers or the defenders, since I always start by the goalkeepers and the defenders. But Osasuna was shit. So for me to judge the defense and the goalkeeper, rather the aura from Chesney was enough to end the game and to stop Osasuna from even trying. And Inigo Maldini and Eric Garcia were doing good. Balde also was one of the best players this game. Like, bro, the improvements from Balde, holy shit. Brother saw Cucurella gets called up to the Spanish national team instead of him, and he turned crazy. He turned into prime Bale against Inter. And I respect that from him. Shout out, by the way, to Balde, what he been doing lately. Lacking a little bit of the defense, but when it comes to the attack and him finding a solution and carrying the ball from the defense into the attack, assisting the players, creating chances. Shout out to my boy Balde. Okay, now Koundé, brother, my model, I don't even get it, but I understand that he played 120 minutes against Croatia. So yeah, I'm not gonna judge him. Let's speak about De Jong. I saw people glazing him after his performance, but let me say it this way, don't hate me, I'm just keeping it real with you. Frenkie de Jong, this performance is good for a player that is not Frenkie de Jong. Apart from the ball, the backheel pass in that build-up of the attack that caused first goal, that's W. But overall as a game, it's not a game that I would praise him for. Judging by him being one of the highest players in La Liga, judging by the potential he had, judging by the experience he had. And before you tell me, oh, he just came back from an injury, it's been fucking 2 months since he came back from an injury. So shut the fuck up. Frenkie is good, but it's not good for someone called Frenkie de Jong. Do you understand my point of view? The expectations that we have for a player like Frenkie de Jong should be higher than him just dropping an average performance. Maybe for another player, I would be saying, yes, that's good performance. But for him, no, that's not a good performance. That's same shit for Gavi. Like, I'm praising Gavi just because he just came back from an ACL injury. So for him to drop an average performance for his situation, I'm praising. But for Frenkie de Jong, someone who gets paid shitloads of money, and he has the name De Jong, and we saw him perform in his best days. To see him like drop this performance and people clapping for him, I don't agree with y'all. I'm not hating on him, by the way. I wish that he comes back to his level. No hate towards him, but I want to see more from Frenkie de Jong. Okay, he's not a 17 years old or an 80 years old that we should clap for him when he does average, or a Brighton Albion player that got discovered from the Ecuador and we should clap for him for doing the average. Hell no, this is an experienced player. He's 27. Brother is actually pushing 30. Y'all need to understand this. I expect Frenkie de Jong to perform great, actually, if not the same performances as someone like Pedri. And now let's speak about Dani Olmo. News saying that it's nothing serious. I don't trust, by the way, the news from Barcelona. Every time they say nothing serious, the player goes out for like a month. Seeing a 60 million player every time starts a game and gets injured 2 games, play 2 games, gets injured 5 games, score a goal, gets injured, doesn't finish the game. This is a problem. I always said it and I stand by it since the summer that signing of Dani Olmo is not good. Brother saw doctors more than he saw players from La Liga. I hate the fact that that ugly looking motherfucker being signed for 60 million while we expected him to struggle with injuries. It's not like he just started to get injured like the Dembele De Jong situation. Nah, this guy was an injury prone before he joined Barcelona, so nothing changed. If the seriousness of the injury is not that big and it's not like a long-term injury, I will rest him. I don't mind that. Let's rest him for the next week, for example, and let's play him in the game of Dortmund, because we need him in an important game like this, a Bundesliga team that he used to play against, and that he can make the difference against them. That's a player that I want him ready for the game of Dortmund. So I don't mind him getting injured. I can't lie. Not like a serious injury, but you get me. It's not that I'm not angry. I'm angry that we sign a player that plays 2 games and then gets injured 5. I hate the fact that we signed him for 60 million even more. But for now, like, I hope that he can make the difference in an important game like Dortmund. If it was up to me, if this guy gonna win us the Champions League by just playing Champions League games and resting 2 weeks, I'm down for that. I can't lie. But if he continues doing like this and when things get serious and then he starts performing bad or getting injured a lot, by the way, the penalty missed, the first penalty. Thank you, Negreira. Shout out, by the way, to Negreira. I really appreciate that. I'm grateful that you are helping us win games. Now let's talk about Lamine Yamal's situation. The only thing I said I hate about Flick is playing Lamine Yamal. First half he was good, second half he was shit. What the fuck are they trying to do? Is this guy an experiment in football right now? Why is he playing after the 45 minutes? After literally we are winning 2-0 and he just played a game 120 minutes against Netherlands. It doesn't make any sense to me playing him. Him playing this game the whole 90 minutes, it's stupid. What the fuck are we trying to do with this kid? Let him rest. We need him for future games. He shouldn't have started, by the way, this game. I've said it. He shouldn't have started this game. He should have rested the same way that Lewandowski rested, that Araujo rested. They should have made him rest. It shouldn't have pushed him. I know that he's one of our best players and he can make the difference. But we have a lot of games ahead of us and we need him safe and healthy. And yeah, Lewandowski scored. Who cares? Ferran Torres scored, the Shark, one of the best strikers of all time. By the way, the Ferran Torres and the Lewandowski rotation, I liked it. You know why? I liked how we started the game with Ferran Torres and by the 70 minutes, we got Lewandowski into the game instead of Ferran Torres. That's how it should happen the whole fucking season. I don't want to see that old motherfucker Lewandowski lining like that. If that man can't run after getting into the game after the 17 minutes, how do we expect him to do crazy runs while he started the game at the 17 minutes? Lewandowski shouldn't be starting. Ferran Torres should start. And I must say it and repeat it so many times. Ferran Torres is better for us as a striker than Lewandowski. And if Ferran Torres played every game that Lewandowski played this season, he will have more goals than Ferran Torres. Take it as you want, it doesn't matter, but this is a fact. By the way, shout out to Fermin and Paulo Torre. Paulo Torre, I see the future in him. Like, you can see a player just from the vision and you can understand how a great bowler he can be in the future. So, resign his contract. I want to see him in the future. Fermin, should I say he did good? He did good for how bad he's doing this season. That's fair. This is not the same Fermin we saw last season or Olympic Games Fermin. This is another Fermin. Hopefully he can find his level back, especially at the end of the season when we start playing difficult games where we need rotation, when we need to play players that we are not used to play. And hopefully he can show up in those games. Finally, I want to speak about Pau Victor. Yeah, he's shit. So yeah, we are winning La Liga, we are winning the Champions League, we are the best team in the world. Players not available, it doesn't matter. Our Ballon d'Or winner is not available, it doesn't matter. Our players is tired, it doesn't matter. We're playing Ariel Garcia as a CB, it doesn't matter. We are the best team in the world, we don't complain, we only win.